What's the motherfucking deal to my friends in the den? How y'all doing this afternoon? Hope everything is shaking all as well. And we just gonna get to the motherfucking. What's the motherfucking deal, Mr. Senior Man Things? We're gonna get this intro cracking, and then we're gonna get into some action.
Smoke weed every day.
What's the motherfucking deal, man? Things, Jericho, how you fellas doing this afternoon? Matter of fact, I just finished the, let me get the bank open. I'm glad you said that. I just finished the thumbnail and stuff for the Sauce Society for this evening, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm doing a little bit of reading to catch up on some of the details a little earlier. Get that out of there. All right. And this time, usually I don't know what I usually do. Sometimes I pre-roll. Well, as of late, I've been pre-rolling or rolling in the stream and not being pre-rolled, but I'm actually pre-rolled this time just to save us a couple of minutes because we're going to have some early sauce about 5:15ish, and so we'll talk about some Rockets action. But if you're new to the Kush Den and you're not familiar with what goes on in the Kush Den is a 420 friendly show. So like I said, it's all about the conversation, and you're more than welcome. You're encouraged, as a matter of fact, to participate because this conversation is based on you guys and what you guys want to talk about. Now, today's just kind of a free-for-all. Usually they're all free-for-alls. But even if you don't partake, even if you don't smoke, you're more than welcome to join the conversation. All thoughts are welcome. You know, if you disagree with what it is that, we're speaking on, feel free to contribute, your thoughts. But with that being said, I think the bank should be in action, if I'm not mistaken. So yes. Oh, you're not showing your profile pic. Oh, I'm glad you said that because that's something I need to holler at the round table about, making sure everybody got some profile pics and things like that. So it's easy to know who's saying what. I know a lot of people have said they've had some issues with who's saying what and trying to figure out who's talking when they speak. Let's go ahead and fire this up, man. So, Wise, what's the motherfucking deal? Sticky Northside, what's the motherfucking deal? Jay Bird, you know what I'm saying? See my new name. I see the new name, but not the profile pic. Though I'm sure it'll pop up soon. If you change it recently, sometimes it takes. Oh, I see the profile pic in the real chat, but I don't see it in the other one. Okay. Yes. The Goat Watson, aka Goat. OKC, not worried about him, man. We already showed y'all what we can do to OKC. OKC is just OKC. If I was worried about OKC, they should be in that conversation of the top three. There's no way Portland should be ahead of OKC. OKC should be in the conversation where the Rockets and the Warriors are. And so I have no concerns about them. They're not legit. If you're in that pack of teams all kind of fighting for the back end of the playoffs, really everything. I mean, the third seed is right there too, but I'm not worried about them. You say, what video editing program do I use? Premiere Pro. That's when I fucking actually edit and stuff. But other than that, like this shit right here is like OBS and stuff. You know what I'm saying? As far as doing all that shit, 'cause, I mean, you could finagle some things with that. Yeah, that's the Raptors. Man, the Raptors are I'm not saying the Raptors are overrated, and I know we could say, oh, the Rockets just lost to them. The Rockets shot 1 for 9 or 19, something crazy in the first fucking half from 3-pointers, something that they'll never do again. And like I said, they just had that bad first quarter. They won every quarter after that. I'm not really worried about Toronto. You got to talk about Kyle Lowry, who went off. It's just like, I wouldn't expect him, say, the Raptors and the Rockets in the finals, that every time he's going to go off every game. You know, he might be hot for 1 or 2 games because it's a former team and shit. But there's no way. I'm not worried about that shit. I'm not worried about OKC, not worried about the Warriors. People got to realize, like, it's just the thing that's going to be interesting is the matchups that happen. Because somebody, like I said, I'd love to play Denver, but somebody going to get a tough, we might fuck around and get a tough matchup in that 8 seed. It's all jumbled down. It's all jumbled in that fucking West, man. Oh man, I don't even want to talk about, like, they were supposed to be in the mix, and that hurts. You know, they should be in the next round. Talking about them in the suites, smoking Swiss of sweets in the Swizzle 16. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Though, it's a lot of that shit, man. You gotta understand. You gotta talk about colleges, teams that travel, money, shit like that. The NCAA is a business, dog. They eating off these kids, and so they want big name schools to be in big name games. Like that Virginia shit fucked up everybody money. Like Vegas probably love that, man. That Virginia probably made them a bunch of change. You know what I'm saying? People thinking they got easy wins and shit. So it's all good though. It's all good. So, one, I want to apologize because last night at the end of the day, I started dozing off on y'all. Like, some other shit. I was like, I definitely got to get my ass up out of here. So, I apologize for that. Oh, man. Just give. I forgot. I got to start doing it at 5 people. Just give the reward out then, so the first 5 people automatically get some shit. So, but it's gonna be an interesting day in sports. You know, like I say, when you start getting to the end of the, oh man, is that race on? I need to check that shit out too. That fucking NASCAR race. I gotta holler at them because we're gonna do like I said, the Rockets game is at 6, so it may be pushed back to like about 7:30, 8ish. So I'm gonna holler at everybody to see what time is most convenient, and I'll bring in the thing. And dude, see, I told y'all, the real family was an animal cannibal. Man, yeah, they're going to get to a point where they can start resting. I think they want to secure that first seed for sure. You know what I mean? And once they secure it, once they know they got that number 1 seed and they don't have anything else to worry about, then I think they're going to start resting some guys. And, you know, just let guys chill out. So I think they're going to do that. I think they will towards the very end of the season. I mean, yeah, he gonna get some shine. Look, when they start resting folks, he gonna get a chance to shine. I like Gerald Green over Joe Johnson, honestly. You know, some people may not agree with that, but it's just Gerald Green brings that spark, man. He just brings that energy. But you know, D'Antoni and Joe got the history, and that is what it is, man. So you know, he really can't complain about that. He's gonna go with what he feels comfortable with. So I ain't mad at him for that. So Alvin Gentry go off last night. He was pissed at Harvard one. Man, hey, look. Get that man his calls. It's on AD. Like I said, AD ain't on that level yet. AD barely been in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? AD got to win a couple of playoff series before he can start demanding calls and shit. I don't care how good he playing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get to the postseason so they can know his name. Yeah, Gerald Green be hooping, man. That's what I'm saying. That boy come out, he might miss one or two, but he gonna start hitting eventually, man. You just let him, he gonna fire that. He ain't got no problem. He ain't waiting. He ain't hesitating. Ain't no second guessing. He gonna fire that bitch. Yeah, Yako. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be mad at that. No word. Yeah, Jazz. I mean, then I seen that before we picked him up. That Joe Johnson had, his numbers had declined like all the way across the board. You know, he's a little older, a little slower. It is what it is. He said you made a weed song with a friend that came out pretty decent. You have to send it to me, man. We'll play it in the Kush then. We'll jam it. But you can't copyright strike me when it makes it huge. Yeah. I'm just saying, like I say, with that shortened rotation, man, it's just, I think we're going to be ready. I think guys going to be ready to play. Guys going to be ready they're ready for the playoffs right now. Every game has been like the playoffs for the Rockets. I'm telling you, because every team, they bring their best. It's like when you are the defending champs, you're the number one team. If you're not the same in this one and the same, you know, teams gonna bring it to you, dog, because they wanna be able to say, we beat them motherfuckers. They want to shit out. We can win it too. Or this the number one team in the league right now. We can beat them. We beat them. You know, we better than the number one team. It's like a confidence thing. So you're gonna bring your A game until the motherfuckers start smashing on you and you realize why they the number one team and you not. So it's gonna be Gucci though. You can send it to the Sauce Sports at Gmail. I'll get it there. I'll check. I need to check that email because I think I have something else in there important I need to read. Yeah, we gonna try to work it out. Look, I'm telling you, I got some plans. We gonna work something out. We gonna start stirring up the flavor, man. That's you, dog eater. That's disgusting. I got some plans, man. The thing about it, like I say, is just the logistics of how to implement some of this other stuff without just overloading shit on YouTube. You know, I don't know. I have to get some things together because, like I said, it's a bunch of other things that I would like to do with the sauce. But like I said, I can't jam everything into every fucking video. And so I mean, right now I'm just kind of back and forth picking and choosing. Of course, you know, round tables are always good. The live streams are always going to be that. Yes, sir. Just like that. I don't know if I'm going to do another Know Your Texan series. If I do, it'll be a little bit different. If I do it, I might do it by position group. You know, maybe do it like I did those free agent focus videos and just kind of spend a short amount of time speaking on each position like that, as opposed to doing a video for each and every motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's that's what I mean. And so that's why I'm gonna just change it up and just make it look a little bit cleaner. Plus, like I said, 'cause I know I lost some stuff. I feel like this motherfucker making too many goddamn videos. It was like I was like trying to fucking cram a bunch of them in at once. Like that's why I got way behind because I didn't have time to do a bunch of them. I got way behind, and then I tried to do a bunch of them in one day, and it's just like it was a bunch of shit. Baker, man, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What's going down? Always good to see you. Man, all I'm saying is, yeah, just like I said, I just have to be smarter with the shit though. But I got some new shit I wanna add to the fucking flavor. I just got to figure out how it can be done. No, I've never even never heard of DJ Ghost. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of them was, so like I said, I was doing that shit on a laptop. Them hoes was taking forever to get done, and so it was a hassle. But like I say, you learn, you grow, you improve, and as you grow and improve, you figure out better strategies to doing this shit. And that's all it's about, man. It's just growing and getting better at this shit. And as we figure new shit out, we implement that shit. But I appreciate that, real family. What's the motherfucking deal, Mr. Asian Pikachu? You know what I'm saying? Are there racial varieties for all the Pokemon? Like, is there a black Jigglypuff? What are we looking for? Okay, right here. Man, I don't know, man. Like I said, the first Pokemon was cool. I seen some of them new Pokemon they started making and shit. Them motherfuckers ain't even look. They motherfuckers were genetically modified. The motherfuckers ain't real Pokemon. The motherfuckers are some gene splice Pokemon. I ain't fucking with that shit. He smoked blunt in video reviews and kind of word. Like I say, it's just what I gotta do is get to a point where I just gotta make the shit where I can get more consistent. So I think I'm like, when I start fucking with the den, depending on the time, I'll start I can't be going too much further past midnight and shit. Cause I gotta get to a point where I wake up. I need to be waking up at like 5, but at least get back to waking up at 6. And so, man, I appreciate that, Wise, man. I say we have 3 videos a day. Well, shit, if that's the case, then I need to step it up a notch. Honestly, I do. Because like I said, I can do streams. I got some fucking, it's just a bunch of shit, man. Like I said, I really got to stop talking about that stuff. I actually spend most of this morning mapping out how I'm going to start executing shit, man. You gotta get your hair cut next week. You motherfucking me, you gonna be rocking a flat top. Honestly, I think you should get the spits. I think if you get your hair cut, you should get you gotta get the spits. I think that'll be funny. Man, nah, man, it's just like, am I partnered on YouTube? The other channel, South Sports is. You know what I'm saying? Well, nah, waking up at 5, man, it's like you got to seize the day, man. Like honestly, it's just like I like to be up before the sun is up. I like to have shit done, have my day in order. And, get already have, gives you time to work on some things. Like I said, I want to start implementing some shit in my lifestyle. So I'm going to start designating, 30 minutes a day to accomplish these things. Like every, study this for 30 minutes a day, study this, work on this for 30 minutes a day. And, I could use those extra couple of hours to make sure that I can accomplish that feat. I'm not saying that I have to do it all in the morning, but, see why not. But it would just give me more time throughout the day. Here, maybe I do 30 minutes here, take care of some business, go do whatever I got to do, then fucking, another 30 minutes extra here that I can work on this thing. It's just, man, you just gotta motherfucking me. You just gotta make it happen. It's like, it's the point you gotta stop talking about the shit and you gotta start making it happen. It became a Bowser spokesman. That's funny. Yes, sir. And make sure y'all are there tonight. Like I said, depending on exactly how long we're in the round table, with the Sauce Society will be immediately after the round table this evening. Man, I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. Like I say, I'm just along for the ride. But one day I'll wake up and say, you know what? Yeah, it's fucking time. So, I don't know. After I make my first million, I gotta get on the Grizzly. Oh man, the Pixel 2. Which one is that? I don't even remember what that one is. Was that the Google phone? I think my lady got the first one. She wanted that second one. I think the second one they said has like great pictures, takes great pictures and shit like that. But Google's will take your shit. They'll take your pictures and just start making some fucking slideshows. Them hoes will automatically start chopping your shit up. You fucking open up your phone and fucking just got a motherfucking Google's like, here, we made this for you. We were thinking about you while you were gone. How are you doing? That motherfucking me, man, shit. I don't even know. That's LeBron now. That's what I'm saying. Shit. I cut these motherfuckers. I'm gonna start doing the MJ. Start rocking Jordans. Man, that's fucking funny. Oh yeah, look. That motherfucker, yeah, that fucking Google, I'm telling you, that motherfucker just be, I'm only like, man, look, it made this slideshow of me. I'm like, man, fuck that. Don't make no slideshows of me, my day and shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, we saw that you were doing stuff today, so we took your pictures and made a slideshow for you. Here you go. It's like, man, hold up, pimp. You know what I'm saying? You doing a little too much. I ain't asked for all this extra shit. Motherfuckers be cool with that shit. Oh, that's neat. No, it's not. That's not neat. I didn't ask for this shit. I want to make a fucking slideshow. I make my own damn slideshow. You know what I'm saying? It's just shit. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. That shit there, ain't none of that shit stable, dog. All these phones and things, you gotta be careful. You be on the next version of the motherfucking fapping and shit. You know what I'm saying? So Facebook doing that shit too. See, I don't really put a lot of pictures on Facebook. Only thing I put on Facebook is for the Facebook page. And so, man, Iverson used to be the man. Oh, you gonna slide back to the H? So what made you make that decision? I mean, that's if you want to talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, I also understand that too. That's very interesting. Man, all I know is this, man. I'm excited. I'm not saying that I'm completely happy with the situation in this fucking free agency. No, I'm absolutely not. Am I saying I can sit here and blame all of that on one man? Nope, can't do that either. What it comes down to is this team right now is what this team is. We still have time to talk to people. There's still guys that are out there. And then at the same time, you have the draft. So I'm cool, man. Yeah, man, I'm lit. I'm good lit. I'm not way out there. I'm just Just enough. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's still time to do shit, man. So I mean, that's the thing we got to think about. It's just like, let's not be upset. Let's not be rushed, because you got to think about the times that we had that number one defense. Who did we have in the secondary? Was it all Vouye? No. It took several pieces to have that action. And so, well, that title actually. And so, man, like I say, we just might have some pieces that fit in the proper places, man. We don't know until they hit the fucking field. You know what I mean? And so, you say your grade is a C for now? Right now, okay. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, yeah. We'll see. Yeah, if you put yourself in a position to win in the long term, and like I say, not have to deal with as many expenses and things, yeah, that's absolutely the deal. Man. Yeah, look. If you got $72 million to blow, then yeah, hey, look. Hey, old 17, how you been, bud? Look, got this great investment for you. It's called Sauce Sports. Hear me out. You're going to love it. And as soon as he watched one episode of that, I said, fuck 17. That goddamn motherfucker there, he ain't worth the shit. Oh, piece of shit ass. Worst quarterback to ever come through this motherfucking organization. I don't think he'd want to invest after that. If he did invest already, he'd probably want his money back. So, I wouldn't say it. I try my best not to. If I say it, I don't trip, but I've tried to do my best not to. Just to say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to say it if I don't got to say it. So yet anything just happened with the gains, and that's something that still keeps me positive. Like, hey, something could shake. Something can happen, man. Something can, his name will be said after the summer. Like I said, if they don't bring in any other big names, I can see him drafting a safety. I see him drafting a safety. Like I say, this is a good secondary draft. They're definitely going to go, I'm sure, for some young O-lineman. I can see him going O-line. O-line, safety. I almost want to say O-line, safety, corner. If they stay with the 3 picks, I can see that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, people don't realize, man, Boyd gets a shit ton of pass interferences, and like, it gets to a point where I guess they just get tired of calling them on him, because I mean, he gets a lot of blatant PIs, man. Like, I'm not saying that he's not good. He is. But he also gets away with a lot of bullshit. Matter of fact, I need to see something. See, now that's where something comes into play. Now let me think of something. Now, okay, well, ain't that big of a difference. I thought Braxton Miller was a little shorter than that. So it's gonna be real interesting, man. It's gonna be real interesting to see what happens here. Deshaun Elliott, like I say, he seems all right. He seems solid. I don't think he's just great. I know a lot of people like him, but I think he's a solid guy. I think he could be a good piece on the roster. So it's interesting to see. Yeah, man, like I said, Rick has his impact is still on this team because, I mean, let me see something. Let me see if I can pull this shit out. Where did I put this? And I actually should have saved it for some. And I still haven't even done any of the fucking fucking rap majiggers. I ain't done none of the rap shit. I don't know if it's in here or not. No, but basically, I'm just looking at who was still on the roster. I might have it on my phone. You know, who was still on the roster. I mean, this is the year you're dealing with a lot of guys from 2014. So let's see. So what the fuck with the pictures on my phone? Oh yeah. Shit, I need to take more fucking pictures, I guess. Okay. So, I mean, right now, the only guys that you have left on this team from that 2014 draft is, okay, you still got Prosh, Hal, and Clowney. At first, I thought it was just Hal and Clowney. I forgot about Prosh. Fedorovich is out of there. Lewis Nix, Lord knows. Suafilo, please don't come back. Tom Savage is in New Orleans. Jeffrey Pagan. Alfred Blue, he's gone. You got Prosh Howell and Lonnie Valentine. I don't even know whatever happened. What was the whole deal with Lonnie Valentine, man? Like, he seemed like he could have been the man. I don't know. He says knee been bad, been messed up. Man, that's fucked up. Yeah, Prosh is solid, dog. That's a brick wall right there. You gotta respect solid fullbacks, man. They don't get enough appreciation. You're not lying about that. You definitely got to give those guys the proper appreciation for the things that they do. But a lot of people don't recognize and don't care. I don't know why the fuck I thought that chick was eating a fucking hot wing or something. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know, man. All those guys from that draft, most of them are out of there. Like I said, you got Prosh. Prosh was a solid pickup. Like I said, we didn't keep anybody else. Alfred Blue was all right. Of course, Clowney. Savage did nothing for us. And then Pagan. Whatever happened to Pagan? I forgot what the fuck. What happened to Pagan? Yes, we will be 16-0. 16-0 we shall be. Yeah, Alpha Blue out of there. Alpha Blue is somebody's gonna pay Alpha Blue some money. I don't see us retaining him. I'm curious about what's up with the other Ellington, man. Why we haven't, if we have shown any interest in him, if we're gonna re-sign him. Because I think that it was valid. I'm telling y'all, man. We're gonna make another 16-0 video. I'm not afraid of saying we're gonna go 16-0. Now, if I say that this year, and we have a season anything similar to this season, I don't know, man. I might have to. Not only would it be Crow, I'd have to figure out something. I'd have to take blame for it. I'd have to take a lot of blame for that one. But see, here's the deal: the 16-0 video is a Crow free video. That means I'm allowed to make this video without the repercussions of Crow, because it's a tradition. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, at the end of the video, I think I gave my real prediction. So it'll probably be something like that, but it won't be as long. Like I said, it just took some time to kind of figure out what people watch, what people don't watch, about the right time. You know what I mean? So yes, y'all miss Beverly. Real family been going back watching all the old shit. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I gotta step it up a notch, because, like I said, I was looking at some old videos myself, and now I need to improve from there. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get better, man. But like I say, no worries, coming soon. Yeah, cause damn, I might have jinxed Beverly on that shit though. Cause shit, what was it? Chris Paul was injured, and then not that long after that, I think Beverly got fucking injured for like the season. So vintage Honcho was man, I'm telling y'all, what you talking about, man? It's just it's still the same. It's just trying to improve the game. Man, I was mad. I was very upset, but I ate the crow on that one. So I cannot. I was upset, man. I was mad. That boy Beverly was bringing it every day and every night. But I mean, he knew it was going to happen, because he just started talking about the shit a lot. But my thing was, I really stopped giving a damn about Beverly after he started acting all salty about the shit. I was like, shit, damn. Calm down, bud. Man, I need to make sure I gotta get the crow dressed up for the round table tonight. I gotta figure out, yeah. Yeah, he used to be on that motherfucking blitz, but like I say, shit. Then the videos start, and like I started watching, I was like, okay, yeah, I can see that there. I can see that there. But I was still thinking about maybe doing like maybe a once a month type deal, or something, like, you know, like to throw back the original sauce. You know what I'm saying? The original flavor. That might have to be a, you know, like a limited access event. So yeah, that's something to think about. That's something definitely to think about. Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's been out of there, because yeah, he was making. That's what I said. Like, that's when, like, I could understand why other teams hated Beverly. He's one of those guys that if he's on your team, you love him. He was kind of like who was like that? Scola was kind of like that. One of those guys that, hey, if this guy's on your team, you love what he's doing for your team. You love that he's you know, he just creates a ruckus. But when you play against him, or you just watch him and you're from anywhere else, you're like, man, that motherfucker Beverly, that dude annoying as fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, the Facebook page has been jumping. That's why I said we got to get that thing. I got to get that pump, man. It's a lot of things that are looking up, like I said. So this is why I've been talking to myself this morning, just saying, hey, okay, it's time to get back on a structured, or as structured as we can get it, schedule. And we got to stir up more sauce, man. And we gotta get more flavor. I gotta figure out what to do with the den to improve the den. maybe have, like I say, try to find more, guests or something for the den. Gotta fucking I'll make it shake. I don't know, man. So let's dedicate some time today to figuring it all out. I'm gonna get it all together. But get this thing pushing. Then, like I say, then eventually, it all comes together, and the sauce becomes something that nobody expected. I'm telling you, there's an end game to this thing. All right, Baker Man. People gonna be like, what is going on? What is every time you tell me, you sound rich now. You know how much if we're balling this sauce. Damn. Houston Homer got. Let me see who got the most right now. But because I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be something to give back to the people, because that's what it's all about. Like, I think that shit needs to be handled in a different way. Okay. Yeah, Houston Homer is killing the market right now. Yeah. So it's gonna be good luck trying to catch him. What's the damn deal, Houston B? So just see the Ravens are threatening them. No. Like I say, is Flacco still there? I don't think Flacco's any better than Matt Schaub was. That's just me personally. It's my thoughts. I've always felt like that. I think he just fell into a good situation and did what he was supposed to do. And the Crows call Honcho. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm going to I'm gonna put the names in the round table. I'm gonna let everybody pick, whichever one is their favorite, and then we're gonna vote on them. We'll vote on them tonight and figure out whichever one is picked. And that's what we'll call it. That's funny though, man. You just have to have a philosophy. You have to have a belief, and you have to be able to put some shit to the side because you want to win, and that's why they won. Unlike the Texans, they don't really have a philosophy. We just want to be the good guys, and as long as we're good guys, we'll take the moral victory. So that's kind of what's going on there. Somewhat, kind of what. I don't know, man. I just want us to be more aggressive. I feel like they tried. I just felt like guys just didn't want to come here. I think it may take a little time for guys to adjust to the city. But like I say, if Tyrann Mathieu out there recruiting, and like I say, it's kind of bothersome. It's like, cool, yeah, hey, look, those guys are out there recruiting. Yeah, look at them. They're trying to get guys to come to the team. But it's like, I mean, unless y'all seen it elsewhere. I mean, are the Texans the only team that's fucking doing this? I mean, who else has players like reaching out to guys like as many as the Texans have? We've had JJ reach out. We've had Deshaun reach out. We've had Hopkins reach out, And then now when, Matthew got here, he's out there reaching out. You know what I mean? I mean, what's really going on, man? Oh, word? Man. That's interesting because I had something else to talk about that real soon. I don't care if they don't talk about it, because they're not going to say what I'm going to say about it. Well, that's good. Somebody needs to start talking about it, man. But I think that's what it is. I'm telling you, man. It. I don't want to go out on a limb and just be like, oh yeah, look, man, they're fucking copying. They're looking at us. But I mean, I look at some of these guys, the comedians and the things like that. And they talk about how people go out and get jokes. They go to these small comedy clubs that nobody knows about. They sit in the back of the comedy clubs, and they fucking steal the jokes, and then they take them back to whoever they're affiliated with that has a big platform, and they use the jokes. And of course, the person with the bigger platform is going to get heard by more people, and first from those people, so they're going to believe in that. I don't want to say it would be far-fetched to believe in this day and age that we live in that somebody from one of these majors sits in and just listens into the sauce and just is like, maybe he doesn't agree with us, or maybe he's a intellectual and he is more eloquent with his wording, and he can take these same premises and he has a platform to utilize them on and change it up just a little bit and can make it seem like he's a creative of his own, or she, or whomever. I don't put anything past anybody, So it could be me being I don't think it's me being anything. I think it can happen. You feel like a trade may happen. I could agree. I feel like I honestly want to say that the Texans are not going to sit around and let the entire first 2 rounds go by. And so I'm wondering if the Texans may be considering one or two things. Maybe considering trying to use Kareem as a trade, or deciding to cut him and trying to save a few bucks. So I wonder if they're trying to finesse any offers or anything for that right now. But I just don't know how or what they're going to be offering. It would have to be some future picks. But I mean, you saw how much. Who is that? Fuck, I can't remember. Was that the trade with the Colts? Was that the Bills that traded with the Colts? And yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's why I really feel like that, man. Things like, I mean, who would know? How would you get caught? It would take a platform to go in, and people would have to be. I mean, it would take a lot of situations to occur, and it would take a lot of diligence from somebody who may have noticed a pattern, and even still, it would be hard to prove. So it was the Jets. Okay, I don't know why I'm thinking the Bills, but the Jets with the Colts or whomever. I mean, it's going to be real interesting to see what happens. It's going to be real interesting. Who knows who's coming off that board the way they are. But the Colts they got what? They got what was it? 2 second rounders this year and 1 next year, or 1 this year and 2 next year. But basically, what, like damn near 3 second rounders total? And yeah, exactly. I have to get back on the minutes. I'm actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna have that ready for the next stream. Definitely gotta get back on that. I gotta stay more on top of this. That's what I say. It's some things that I have to work on my end to improve the quality of what's going on. And so I gotta find ways to possibly automate some of these things. But some of this stuff kind of, I guess you gotta, I don't know, we'll figure it out. It's no big deal. But here's the deal, is what I'm saying is that you see how much it costs just to move around in the first round. And so that's what I'm trying to tell people. You're trying to get somebody to give up a first round pick in its entirety to trade with you, the Texans. It's going to cost some shit. And people think, well, they could just give them up a bunch of 3. Shit. You see what it took 3 twos to fucking move around in the fucking first round, additionally, just with three spots. So that's cold-blooded, real family. That's fucking funny as shit, though. Yeah, I'm still concerned about EJ Gaines out there floating around, man. Obviously, he didn't like what they were talking about in Arizona. So, what can the Texans do? We gotta pay Clowney. We got a lot of shit going on, man. It's a lot of issues that have to be tended to and taken care of. Yeah, but now I'm telling you, I'm finna extend the potential exponential. So, like I said, it's gonna be a new looking NFL next year. A lot of moves being made. I don't think everything's over with. I think when the week boosts back up, more guys will be moving around. And right now, I think people are looking for some ways to clear up some money. And we're going to see what happens, man. How far can I throw a football? I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I have no idea. I don't think that's something I've ever even attempted to do. So, that's funny now that I think about it. I mean, I played catch me, toss that bitch around, but I don't ever think I've just tried to chunk a football. Who knows? He might be. Jamarcus Russell might be. That's just when they were just giving away too much fucking money, man. But how do y'all think that the what's his name, Cousins getting guaranteed money? How do you feel like that changes everything? You think motherfuckers gonna say, look, I want all my money, son. He got a guaranteed contract. I want a guaranteed contract. Okay, cool. I'd definitely be checking that out. See if Vikings better win the Super Bowl. Man. Ryan Leaf he was definitely up there. Jamarcus Russell just, yeah, because what did he say? Who was he talking about recently? He was talking about, what's the kid's name? Fucking Oklahoma kid. Baker Mayfield. Hopkins or Antonio Brown with the same quarterback, depending on who your quarterback is. I mean, it doesn't matter who your quarterback is. I'm going with Hopkins, dogs. I truly, honestly feel like that because you're talking about a guy who had one talented receivers around him. Like, you had to respect them motherfuckers. You can't let these motherfuckers run free like some of the guys you don't really get no respect from the Texans. But, there's always a couple of eyes on Hopkins. I'm not saying that they don't double Brown too, but you got a Hall of Fame QB. You got a solid situation. Your whole team is solid, it's stable. Hopkins has gone through the worst of the worst of the worst of the best. Of the worst of the worst of the worst. And it's just like, has continued that type of production. I don't know how you can complain about anything that DeAndre Hopkins does, man. The dude puts in work like no other, and it has to be respected. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now that you see, like, when you see, man, I don't even want to get excited. Like I said, I just want to see what happens. I know a lot of people low-key like that Sammy Coates pickup, too. I know a lot of people are talking about that. What's the motherfucking deal, man? What's going down? So, I was looking at Sammy Coates. I don't know why, man. Braxton doesn't seem, I don't know why I always thought Braxton was shorter than that, but he says he's 6'1". So, because I thought if Sammy Coates was that much taller than might be a sign for Braxton. 'Cause I think Sammy Coates is a little bit faster. So we'll see, man. I'd like to see Braxton Miller shine, but I don't know, man. Sometimes I think outside of Steven Anderson, and I'm counting him as a receiver, even though he's a tight end. I mean, who are our fucking tallest receivers? Fucking Hop is what? 6'1", 6'2", something like that. I think he's like 6'1". Let me double check that. Oh no, not that one. I'm about to say what? Yeah, see, he's 6'1", so I say he's not necessarily a taller guy, or he's, relatively tall, I guess. But you got a guy who's a little bit taller in Coates. What's Fuller? Fuller's like, he's not that tall either. So, Coates, Randy Moss. That's funny. That's hilarious. But I'm just saying, what if all these guys actually pan out? What if these guys actually turn into something? I'm hoping that, like I said, I hope Brian Gaine is having secret meetings with Daryl Morey. Morey's just, look here. This is what I've done. I've done some research for you. Don't even tell anybody you got this from me. Just here, take it. And so, Morey's really out there finessing these pickups for us. One can only dream, right? But really though, maybe, hopefully he's smarter than we are. I hope so. I hope he is. I hope he's able to pull quality guys for a much cheaper value that end up playing much better than the guys that we hope we would be able to obtain. But again, we got to think about some things. We got to pay Clowney soon. We got to take care of a lot of business. So I think these are all things that the GM, he has in mind. He's thinking about. He's definitely keeping in consideration. Because if not, then you just, you're fooling yourself. He's fooling himself. Because Clowney is going to want to get paid. I don't know how much. I'm not saying he's going to want top dollar. But he might. He might feel like, hey, when do I get another opportunity to collect a check like this? So. Yeah, that's something that I would like people to or I would like J.J. Watt to reconsider. It's like, hey, here's some money. Matter of fact, I love the city of Houston so much, I'm going to restructure this contract here. And, because that's the type of J.J. Watt I am. That's funny. Yeah, that ain't going to happen. Because again, he could be thinking like, shit, I might not ever get no payday like that again, so I'm gonna take advantage of the situation. And again, you can't blame him for doing nothing like that. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So I don't see why athletes complain about losing $2 million when they're getting 14. All right. So you say if you had like $16 and somebody said, man, look, I know we talked about something different earlier, but something came up, and for the greater good of all of us, you go ahead and give me $2 because I'm going to need that to keep everything afloat. You're going to do it. I'm still going to talk shit about it. So, you can complain a little bit, man. Let them complain a little bit. My thing is this, it's just like I say, it's just like, it's $2 million, you got to think about it. We're talking about $1 million, $2 million. $1 million is a lot of fucking money. It's not as much as it. If someone was to tell you, hey, I'm taking $2 million from you, you wouldn't be happy about it. Period, point blank. I don't care if you had $100 million. It's still the same amount of money. It's still a fucking $1 million. So I don't know. I'm just saying. I'd be a little upset about it myself. That's just my opinion on it. But so what we're gonna do here, folks. I'm gonna call it a bit of a wrap, but I'm start getting some stuff ready. I can take care of a couple of things before the sauce gets going. But we'll be ready to stir some flavor up in the Rockets pregame, and all that good stuff. And then we will talk about why the Rockets might be the key to the Texans' success. You're like, how is that going to make any sense? But that's what we're going to talk about. That's a bit I got you. I think we're going to do, like I said, I'm going to shoot them a message right now to see what's up. And then when I see, what they're talking about, then I'll go ahead and bring you in there. And then we need to, I got to vote on these crow names. That's fucking funny. But with that being said, man, Kush Dan, I'll catch y'all in the sauce a little bit later. Appreciate everybody for following through for an early den. And with that being said, y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Y'all ain't got to go home. Okay, that's a BET. Y'all ain't got to go home. Y'all got to get the fuck up out of here. I'll probably catch y'all in Wingstream then. So that's a VE Tizzle. Thanks for watching the